In this example, we're gonna find the derivative of the y with respect to x. Even the problem said use a second form of the chain rule. Basically, you are asked to use the general power rule. And the general power rule, when you see y in the power form of the function g, y prime or the dy by dx gonna be n multiplied by the gx function to the power n minus 1 and multiplied by the g prime. So what do you need to know? You need to know your power n. You need to know the function g and you need to find the g prime to put pieces together. And for this case, you have the gx as x squared plus 3x minus 7 and the n or the power is 5 over 2. So your y is in the form of the quantity gx to the power 5 over 2. Therefore, the y prime using the general power rule. So this one is general power rule or the second form of the chain rule is 5 over 2 multiplied by the quantity gx to the power 5 over 2 minus 1 and multiplied by the g prime of the x. And from what we have, I'm going to work on the side notes here. Since my gx is x squared plus 3x minus 7, so my g prime or the derivative of the g is 2x plus 3. And then I'm going to bring it back into the formula for the general power rule. Therefore, my y prime, after I replace the terms, I'm going to get the quantity or the 5 over 2 times the quantity x squared plus 3x minus 7 to the power 5 over 2 minus 1. This is 3 over 2. So the new power is 3 over 2. And then multiply by the g prime, which is the quantity 2x plus 3. And this is your answer for part A or the derivative of the y in part A. The next example, we have the function y in the form of 25 minus 2x plus x squared equal to the power 3. You can see this as the function g raised to the power n, where your gx is 2x hang on. So it's gonna be 25, sorry. So 25 minus 2x plus x squared. And your n, for this case, the n, I'm going to put a note here, n is 3. What we need, we're going to need g prime or the derivative of the g, which is 0 minus 2 plus 2x or just negative 2 plus 2x. We get everything we need for the general power rule. I'm going to refer to general power rule. And then that will give us the y prime in the form of the n quantity gx to the power n minus 1 multiplied by the g prime of the x. N is 3 for this case. The g is 25 minus 2x plus x squared to the power 3 minus 1, that is the power 2, multiplied by the g prime, which is the quantity negative 2 plus 2x. And here is your answer or your form for the y prime or the derivative of the y with respect to x. If you want to simplify more, you can do by factoring the 2 out. So this one, I can see this as negative 1 times 2, and this is the 2 times x. So I factor the 2 out, it becomes 2 multiplied by negative 1 plus x. Then my other form of the derivative going to be 3 times 2, which is 6, multiplied by the quantity 25 minus 2x plus x squared raised to the power second and multiplied by negative 1 plus x. Okay, so you can answer either this form or this form. I'm okay with either one. The next one, y is in the form of 6 multiplied by the quantity 2x plus 5. The cube root is the same as the power 1 over 3. When you write in the power form, you can see this as, you can treat it as 6 multiplied by the function g raised to the power 1 over 3. And we're going to put the note on the side here. N is 1 over 3. The gx is the quantity 2x plus 5. The value 6 is just the constant multiple, nothing that we can do to it, okay? For the general power rule, because we're going to need the g prime. So the g prime in this case is 2 plus 0 or just 2. But I still write the note over here again. So for the general power rule, so y prime equals 6, recall as a constant multiple or the coefficient. Nothing we can do with that. So for the power n, multiply by the quantity gx to the power n minus 1 times the g prime of the x. Since n is 1 over 3, we just replace the values and the term that we found. So n is 1 over 3. The expression for the g is 2x plus 5 to the power, the n, which is 1 over 3 minus 1, multiplied by the g prime, which is the value 2. And then we just simplify as much as we can after this point. 6 and 3 that reduce to be 2. 2 and 2 multiply to be 4. And then multiply by the quantity 2x plus 5 raised to the power negative 2 over 3. And this is your y prime. And again, you can write in the positive exponent by we write as a reciprocal and raised to the power opposite inside. Okay, so either this form or this form. I put here or that form.